When people ask you what you do, what do you say?
I'm a businesswoman, because I always laugh when I read reviews and it goes, well, she's got no talent. And I'm like, you got it. I don't. That's why I went initially behind and went into the business side instead of, like, on the stage. I don't have any talent. It's just me.
You go quite a long way to defend yourself, don't you?
If I have to, yeah, I will.
You've done some fairly extraordinary things to people when they cross you, haven't you?
Like what?
Well, for instance, I mean, you have been known to send gifts in Tiffany boxes.
Firstly, let me add, I haven't sent a Tiffany box for years.
Right.
But I did used to send Tiffany boxes full of crap to people who annoyed me.
Your own crap?
No, it was always the kids.
Oh, right.
And I would get the kids to crap in a box, and I can remember Jack saying, Mummy, why do I have to poo in a box? And I'm like, Jack, shut up and keep shitting.
And how often did you send this little Jack treasure to people?
It depends how often people really annoyed me.
You've recently had an absolutely humongous one on American television with a young woman called
don't say her name.
Megan Hauserman. She said that you were only famous for managing a brain-dead rock star, at which point you did that, walked over and doused young Hauserman in water.
Yeah.
You've lost none of your fire, have you, Sharon?
No, she's, hey, you know, again, say what you want about me. She's never met my husband. She doesn't know anything about his career, what he's achieved, nothing.
It's clear that you're someone who shouldn't be messed with under any circumstances, and that seems to have served you pretty well, actually. Sharon Osbourne's life has been nothing less than dramatic.
Some of the things she's gone through, she's got a nutter husband for a start. And I think it's great because the pair of them are mad.
I forget, you know, where she's come from.
She started backstage as a ruthless music manager.
Throughout the management industry, there wasn't a woman who was that tough.
She did have a wicked temper.
She headbutted this guy in the nose.
She then became an international celebrity in her own right.
When she decided she wanted to be on that other side of the camera, yeah, it was going to happen.
It turned out really to be wonderful for her and her whole family and all of us in the world because, you know, she's such a fantastic woman.
Sharon famously lit up our screens in The X Factor.
She's found out what she really wants to do, and she's really passionate about this work she does on TV. She loves it.
But her time on the show wasn't exactly without drama. And Sharon didn't always see eye to eye with her fellow judges.
I don't think there was much of a relationship.
You definitely wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of Sharon.
So after 4 successful years, she left the show in a shroud of mystery.
I know that there was a period of time where the show became less fun for Sharon.
Let's clear it up once and for all, because I'm sure everyone here, like me, wants to know. What's the truth about why you left X Factor?
I left X Factor because of Daddy Minogue.
Simple as that?
Yeah, simple as that.
Why?
I didn't enjoy working with her at all, and the prospect of spending 6 months sat next to her, I just thought, my life's better than that. I'm not going to do it.
You said recently that she has her tongue firmly up Simon Cowell's backside, that her tears are fake, and her plastic surgery is terrible.
Oh, it is bad.
Sharon, the one relationship in your life I think's probably had more effect on you than any other was with your father, Don Arden, who was a notorious rock manager. From all I've heard about him, I've got to be honest and say that he comes over in quite a monstrous, nasty way a lot of the time. Is that a fair assessment of him?
Overall, I think he was a very mean man, he was. But if he loved you, he really did love you. but it still didn't stop him from using you for whatever he wanted you to do.
What did he make you do?
Lie, cheat, you know.
I mean, he was, let's explain, your father, Don Arden, was not just any old rock manager. He was, for a long time, the most feared, infamous rock manager in the world, probably. He had a reputation for being very violent.
Yeah, he could be. He could be violent, yeah.
Carry gun?
From time to time, yeah.
I mean, for a young woman growing up, this must have been a scary environment.
I thought that everybody was like that. I didn't know any different. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it till I was about 14, 15. It kind of like, oh, your dad doesn't have a gun, why not? You know, your dad doesn't have heavies that live with you, like, why not? It wasn't until I was, you know, 14, 15 that it really, you know, sunk in that people don't have to live this way.
How much do you think of Don's behaviour rubbed off on you?
A lot. But the one thing that I did get from him, I mean, I got a lot from him, I can't say the one thing, but the one thing was, I suppose, survival. But, you know, also I got an amazing education from my father in life. I mean, I went to the best university in the world.
The Don Arden University?
Yeah, I mean, I think about the things that I saw, the people who I mixed with when I was a child. I mean, amazing things. I had the most amazing musical and education as a child because of my father.
At the age of 15, you went to work for him in his music management business. What were you thinking at the time about your own career? Were you thinking, I want to be like my dad, I want to get into this business? Or were you just there having a bit of fun?
Oh, no, I was there seriously. This is it. You know, I'm going to be a businesswoman, I'm going to be a manager, I'm going to take over this business when my father retires, and this is what I'm going to do. Absolutely.